Hey everyone, today I'm gonna talk about this like a continuation of our video on frame perspective 1. Marcos Mateu has this other book mostly focused on shadows, cast shadows, and characters. So we're gonna take a deeper look into it and correlate with some of the books that we already seen before, like how to draw, how to render, and others. This was also signed in 2016. I bought both books together at CTNX. This is also published by Design Studio Press. So if you want to check the publishing house as well, they have a lot of other great books in there. So basically shadows on objects, characters in perspective, shadows on characters, clothing, and rendering, thought process and execution. This is also a pitch to his book on drawing techniques and another pitch on composition, but discussing the pieces that are here in the thought process behind them. Once again, I always like to point out that Marcos Mateu-Mestre is an artist working in the animation industry, doing mostly layouts, environment design, and storyboarding. So a lot of the focus of the book is going to be on this type of more realistic or animation driven. We'll check the other books out in the future, Frame Perspective, Frame Inc. 1 and 2, Frame Environment Design, and you see that his work is very clear in there as it is in here. So let's go into it. Once again, Scott Robertson doing the foreword. Shadows on objects, so casting shadow from a light source. Different techniques to do that, especially if it's a natural light source or an artificial light source. Casting shadows on planes with circular holes and the letters in here. Planes on other volumes and sticks on volumes as well. This is super interesting. I love doing this kind of studies. If you've seen my review on how to render, there are also pencil drawings in there from students of Scott Robertson. So it's awesome to see that and try to emulate some of those results yourselves. This is really cool. I've done my fair share in the past, and I'm excited to do more at some point, focusing more on architecture and bringing some of the knowledge from here. So different types of casting shadows from volumes. Here, projection from the sun, so more of a natural light approach here as well. So more of a directional lighting situation when the sun is mostly to the side of the object, or if you are casting shadows from a sun that is on the other side of the viewer or behind the viewer, you need to project that to the downside here under the horizon line instead of upward of the horizon line. Some examples of using shadows to tell stories. As I said, he's a storyteller. So a lot of the usage of those concepts is going to be focused on storytelling, which is awesome because that's what we should be doing and focusing on. If you've seen my video on art fundamentals and applying art and drawing fundamentals, it's a lot of the creative aspects that we should be focusing and have the cycle around it to learn the fundamentals. These are fundamentals applied to storytelling, to conveying what the characters are and so on. So you have a lot of examples, amazing examples here. Characters in perspective, so a little bit of anatomy here. And construction drawing, more of a shape language as well. And different characters in different positions. If you've seen my review on Andrew Loomis' figure drawing for all it's worth, it's more of these as well and focused on the mannequin and construction and proportions and different poses and really conveying this sense of 3D. This is a lot of what Kim Jung-gi used to do, but he would have the box in his mind and just draw the figure inside it. So the more you are comfortable with drawing inside a box and then projecting the box from your mind, the better you will get at drawing from your head without an underdrawing. If that's the focus that you want to go, it's not necessary to draw wholly like Kim Jung-gi, as some people like to think as well. Very nice for shortening, using the box as a basis and understanding the placement of the figure. You start looking at things and imagining a box around them, and it will help a lot to draw. Like, try and pretend that you would be drawing. How would you convey that pose inside a three-dimensional box? What's the box? What does the box look like? If you're in some place that is higher, like a shopping mall or something like that, what's the box around the people and going to a third vanishing point? This is like more of that shopping mall kind of approach. Some other examples: scale, maintaining the scale and perspective, and using the horizon line as a guide. That's an awesome approach, especially if you're drawing like an urban sketching approach, drawing on the streets and in squares around your city. You're gonna notice that the horizon line will have, of course, your eye level, but it will have a relation to the rest of the figures in the screen, in the picture as well, and in your surroundings. Projecting shadows on the figure and the usage of the shadows to tell stories. If you've seen Framed Ink, and I have a review here as well, you will remember some of these using the light to convey stories. And this is the basic concepts and understanding of form and construction behind that, so that you're able to tell those stories as well and use light to convey your story, to do this kind of silhouette lighting approach. Lots of different examples. This is a very good book. I'll get faster to it. So more construction, hundreds and hundreds of examples. Clothing on characters. This is awesome. Folds, very important for people that want to work in the industry, especially like 2D and 3D artists. Actually, understanding folds will go a long way, especially on your stylized characters in 3D. So if you know how to stylize folds, you will probably go a long way in your career. That's the same with hair, stylized hair. That's super important. And last but not least, the process and execution. He has more of this in his frame drawing techniques. As I mentioned before, all links to his books are going to be in the description below. So check those out. They are all amazing, and you can see the reference and final application. This gets me excited to draw. It's crazy. I love the design choices, what he changed to connect some of the value shapes in here, so that he guides the eye through the whole thing, and added even here the palm tree for composition. Got rid of the electric pole here, changed the tree in here, changed some of the details so that you have a better overall read of the image. This is so good. And last but not least, notes on composition, some of the images that we've seen throughout, and the thought process to compose them, behind composing them. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video review as well. And great studies. Have a great day, and we'll catch up soon on other videos. Bye.